Right, hello everyone. I thought I'd do a quick video just to wrap up the Orc team as they just finished in match day 9, and as you watched in match day 9 they kind of got a little bit beaten up. So we're going to have a quick look at the team roster as it stands now. So what we've got are 4 Black Orcs and the Troll, which is great, and we've got a couple of Guard Line Orcs, that's good. We've got a Dirty Player who's a little bit expensive with 2 a bone at 2 skills you wouldn't really want, but then there's something missing. The something missing is all 4 blitzers and the thrower, optional. So that's 5 players we're short by, and I'll go on to why we're short by those players in a second, but let's just have a look and see what we've got. So we've got 5 players here, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 players total, which would mean in the next game we would be playing with 3 loners. Now, Orcs, what are they good at? They're good at presenting a wall of strength 3/4 guard. By having 3 loners and a Dirty Player, that's 4 players that don't have guard. They don't have block either, so they're easy to take out. And there's also only 11 of them. And therefore, the next game for this team would probably be quite challenging. We've got no real dedicated ball carrier other than a movement 5 player. Game 1 would be difficult. Now, that probably means we don't win game 1. And we probably don't pick up very much money. And as you can see, we've only got 30k in the bank. So we might get to maybe 30k money. That's 60k. Game 2 is probably more of the same. And that means after the second game, maybe we pick up a blitzer, or realistically it could also be after game 3. Does game 3 change our success particularly? Probably not. And really it's going to be more of the same for the entire season. So what we could say here is this team would probably lose most of its games in the next season, probably not pick up many players, and we need to replace 4 blitzers at 80k each and a thrower at, I think they're 70k. So we're talking the best part of 400k's worth of player. That's also assuming we don't lose anyone. And that goes into the next thing, which is Tier 1. Tier 1 is full of claw teams with claw palm, so it is entirely reasonable that we're going to take some more attrition. We're going to take more attrition because we're also not able to fight back, because we're not able to remove those players. So, yeah, you throw a Black Orc in there, and all of a sudden, this is effectively a vanilla team. Yeah, especially if you lost number 2 or number 3, or both of them, those 2 Black Orcs, you would be staring down the barrel of a vanilla team in Tier 2. And I have therefore decided that I'm going to re-roll this team and we're going to move on to something else. Now, why might I have also decided to get rid of all 4 blitzers when in the final game I had 3 blitzers on the field, I think 2 blitzers on the field. 1 picked up a niggle and the legend straight outright dead. And that's because if you don't replace those players, so I had another player with an armor bust and another player with a movement bust. I would be running into spiraling expenses every week, still with 11 players, and I wouldn't be able to generate any treasury. So we were stuck in this weird limbo of somewhere between 1800 and 2k of team value, but we wouldn't have been able to generate any money, so we wouldn't have been able to buy new players. We would have still been stuck with 11 players, and you just had that death spiral, and the team was, I felt, broken. The way to regenerate this team would have been, go into Tier 1 next season, which is where we would have been. Get relegated, go into Tier 2, get relegated again, go into Tier 3, rebuild in Tier 3, and use the next 18 games just to generate money. And it sounds odd. Not play to win, literally almost not quite play to lose, but play to not lose anyone. Result completely secondary. And I didn't want to do that. That's 18 games, which is 22 weeks in real life of not fun. So I decided to re-roll the team. Overall, how did the team do? 48, 12, 21, and I'm really pleased with that. We won the title twice, and I'm really pleased that Orcs can indeed prosper in a claw-heavy environment. We've proved it. Next thing I want to talk about is we wrap up the season. So I did a pre-season prediction. Let's have a look and see how accurate I was. So let's just put this on the other page, and we will flip over to there we go. Now I'm going to disappear. And I predicted, let's start at the top. So if you watch the video of Match Day 1, it's also got a pre-season thing in it. So I predicted the top 4 teams to be Jump All Stars, Winter Wolves, Raspel, and Kelstad. And I also predicted of those 4, these 2 to do really well. I didn't know which one was going to win the title, but I did predict it would be one of those 2. So I'm 4 for 4 so far. Going down to the other end of the table, teams that I definitely thought were going to get relegated, and I forgot that it's actually the bottom 6 go down, not the bottom 3. So the bottom 3 I called out were Arwen's Arrows, Vanguard Party Buffon, which were Wood Elves and Kislev. And then I said I might struggle this season. If not, it'll be the Dwarves. So I certainly got 2 out of the top 3, 2 out of 3 right there, and I was 1 out with the Dwarves. I then said that I wouldn't finish any higher than 6th. So there's 6th, and I therefore put Rinjani and Guma in as the sandwich filling. So Rinjani, I broadly pitched everyone in the right place, and I got some of them absolutely right. So delighted with my predictions, and it means that next season I will do a prediction thread for you again for tier 6, which is where we're going to go into, and we can announce what team we're going to be playing in next season's CCL, in next season's OCC. So let's just flip over and have a look and see what team we're going to play there. Now, if you've been watching the stream a lot recently, you'll remember that there's been Kislev Gate, where a lot of people have wanted to see a lot of Kislev because they feel as though that they're owed a Kislev run, and that Kislev is great because they've got lots of leap, and Kislev are cool. So I can confirm right now, it's not Kislev. What it is though is something with leap, because I thought that's quite a nice theme, and we're going to play Wood Elves. So we're going to play for the two reroll, 2 War Dancer, 1 Catcher start, and I've put all the little Kislevites pretty much on the team. So we've got L-Plate Gamer, Kinroth, Cheeky Jimmy, Hypnodisc, Agent Smith, and then because Virgin Media managed to get in the way of every team, I've put them on this team. So thanks for that, Virgin. We've got Godice as a sacrificial lineup, Goliath Games, Ronin, and James Jenks. He'll probably die in game 3 and then not be replaced for about 15 games. So we're going to play that. The goal here is we're going to play super attack mode Wood Elves, and we're going to try and win the tier, get into tier 4, win that tier, get into tier 2, and try and rush back to the championships as quick as possible with this team. So if you enjoy a very attacking minded set of Blood Bowl, watch this team, see how they progress. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. It's a bit of a random video, this one, but I hope you enjoy it. If you do, leave a like and comment below. If you didn't, also tell me, and then I won't do another one, maybe. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Cheers, bye.